Now the rookie out of Tennessee. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Breeze now. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Well, not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Breeze to throw on second down. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. This one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. This is Reese on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Winding down. Now a carry for the change of pace back, the rookie Tariq Cohen. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
They find some open field here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. We'll see a lot of that from Drew Brees. Spread the field, get rid of the ball quickly.
He spreads the field out a lot, so he's able to recognize the defenses, the coverages, and if people are going to blitz him. And he has the fortitude to stand in there when they do. He serves as his own blitz control, so to speak. Hey, you've got a free runner coming. That's one less guy in coverage. He'll stand in there, take the hit, and deliver a strike downfield.
Brees finding Snead there for a Saint first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Kamara trying the right side. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Again, it's Cohen. And some room to roam now. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. The Patriots, they're out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On first down, they run with Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down. Trubisky now off the bootleg. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
On first down, Trubisky. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time. Third down here. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
Here we go.
Play action. Now Trubisky. And he's got his tight end Miller. Touchdown Bears. Zach Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Caught on the left side by Ginn. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Again, it's Kamara. Fights loose. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They'll look to run with Ingram. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now they'll throw with Breeze. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Purnell Now McPhee in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he is knocked down from the side at the 11-yard line. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Reminder, a couple of good games still to come. Later tonight, it's the Steelers on the road in Detroit taking on the Lions. Then Monday night, the costumes will be in full force in Kansas City, I'm sure, as on the day before Halloween, we'll see the Chiefs play host to their AFC West rivals, the Broncos.
And wasn't it just a couple years ago, those two played a night game that was won by the Broncos on a fumble return with like 20 seconds to go?
Absolutely, that was a thriller. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got a man complete. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up 1st downs.
Trying the right side with Howard. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Another nice run there by Jordan Howard. And when we talk about fresh legs, how about 2016? Jordan Howard, the #2 rookie rusher. Heck, the #2 rusher in the NFL behind another rookie, Ezekiel Elliott.
In the first 3 weeks of the season, he only had 12 carries. So once week 4 hit, really found his groove.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Trubisky, draw play, gives to Howard. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few 1st downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrell Freeman. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Zach Miller with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And it's up and good. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 36 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the rookie from Alabama, Eddie Jackson, with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. A lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go with Howard again. And some space here. Howard has the first down and then some. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. And his kick is right through. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. The Patriots, they've opened a 2-touchdown advantage in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to New Orleans after this. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And it's caught, Coby Fleener. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Breeze finding Fleener for New Orleans first.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Breeze. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And he's got Snead. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, it kicks either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. To the ground, this time with Ingram. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. The Patriots, they've widened their lead even further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now Breeze. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
first and 10, here's Breeze. Ginn has it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now Breeze again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Got it.
Breeze to throw again. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 33-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Now Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So they're operating in the red zone. A give. This is Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick: make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
They run it again with Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Now Breeze. Caught right side, it's Snead. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
They have a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens, and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. They'll start with a give to Cohen. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that, because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then, because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was zero space, no gain.
And right with it here over the middle. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run from the pistol with Howard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On second down, Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
This is Howard on second down. And some room to work. And a nice carry there of of 15 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. On second down, here's Trubisky. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near... They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. And the play clock's running down. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Saints will have the football back.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the... It got his man complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 40 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd. Back now here live in New Orleans. They're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. second down following the run.
Here we go. Left.
Throwing now is Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll go down at the 28. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Saints on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Breeze to throw. And he's got it over the middle. Fleener. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They come out here in the eye. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints get a bit closer.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he loses the football a second time. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown. And the New Orleans Saints put 6 up on the board.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar, because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Well, a clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
On the toss play, Howard. Howard has the first down and then some. The 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
This is Howard. Howard has the first down and then some. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by one more. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Second down now after the incompletion. Brees going to throw. And his throw is incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target. And that takes us from second to third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now Brees on third down. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And a gain there of 11 yards. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
To throw is Brees. Room here to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From midfield, here's Brees. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for you.
But he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Mitch Unrein with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Third and long now after the sack of Brees, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Brees. He's going to go down again. Akeem Hicks in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now Breeze got to have this one. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And that will force a turnover on downs. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Again, it's Howard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his third touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. And they're able to up the lead by one more. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. On first down, Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Ginn has it complete. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So here we go, first and 10 now. Breeze now. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. To throw, it's Breeze. It's complete. Fleener, right side. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. A big hit. For a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game.
Lucky 56. Got four. Got four. Leopard! Leopard! That's it.
On the give, running right is Howard. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Don't worry. It's more coming.
The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Now Trubisky to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Breeze now on 1st down. And down inside the 15 he goes. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Fresh set of downs here. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.